certainly sucked bad. And I don't know how he feels today. I don't know how Andy Dalton feels today. I don't know how Panthers fans feel. But this is a pretty massive move after week 2, AJ Hawk.
Yeah, after week 2, I guess when you think about it though, if it continues the way it has, you're thinking, okay, when is the proper time? Week 3, 4, 5, 6? What do you do? So I guess you're getting out ahead of it right now.
This could be a reverse move too. Like, oh, you guys think Bryce Young's the issue? Okay, we'll get him out.
Oh. Watch it.
Let's see how this goes. Build up baby face for Bryce Young, like what happened with the Pittsburgh Steelers and Mason Rudolph, where people wanted Mason Rudolph banned from the city of Pittsburgh. Then all of a sudden, just 1 year later, year and a half later, they were chanting his name in the streets and around everywhere. Maybe this was set up for a babyface comeback for Bryce Young, or maybe this is them saying, we're done with this. You know, there's so many different messages that could come from it. Brand new head coach in Canales. Now, he was the one that was given credit for the rebirth of Baker Mayfield down in Tampa. Baker's doing just fine.
Yes.
Maybe Canales fixed them.
Yeah.
Maybe Canales is able to do that with Andy Dalton, who's obviously a veteran who was at a long time at Cincinnati, now at a new home. So many questions still to remain, but if the Panthers suck going forward, none of it will matter.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I feel like the writing. I said I'm willing to give this guy another chance after last season with the coaching staff and that whole situation, and then that backpack photo came out, and boy, was the writing on the wall when that came out. That was basically the nail in the coffin for me.
What are you talking about?
That was a terrible.
You're talking about when Bryce was walking with that backpack on?
Yeah.
It was half his body?
Yeah, it was half of his body.
It was a big backpack. He had
It was
stuff.
4 foot.
Went camping.
There it is. That was.
I mean, if you could pause it.
What's wrong?
What's wrong?
He actually looks like he's getting ready to go play Pokemon in the 3rd grade.
Miles Morales.
What's wrong? What are you saying?
You see it.
What?
I see it.
I'm a backpack user. I love a backpack. I think it's very
yours
convenient.
Yours doesn't hang down to the back of your hamstring.
Oh, he seems to have a lot more stuff. He's got a Bosa ball here. I think he's got a couple. He's got some stuff in there that is a necessity. But people say he did look like a high schooler while he was walking in.
Sure.
But let's not forget that people are calling Brock Purdy a high schooler as well.
Yeah, but he's
insurance salesman. Now he is. He wasn't, a year ago.
Yeah, but he was playing good football.
Bryce's size was always the question.
Yeah.
Always the question.
It's going to be.
He needs the right. He has to have the right. Don't you think he absolutely needs? Every quarterback does need the right play caller, the right system, the right players. I think Bryce even more than others needs a proper system built around him.
Has to. And when you're small, that obviously it makes everything tougher at any position, especially quarterback. Like Kyler Murray's small, but he's an elite athlete. First round pick is a baseball player and a football player. Baker Mayfield's kind of small, but he's built short, should I say. In his arm talent, he can make every throw in the field. So Bryce Young, I guess he doesn't have any of those, elite features. He's always been an elite player. But so it's going to be small. And I don't think that's the only thing that's holding him back. It's the scheme. It's the players around him. But it's also him. It's plays where you can isolate him. When you have a veteran there like Andy Dalton, the Red Rifle, this is how you don't lose the locker room. Red Rock.
Yeah.
This is how you keep the locker room. Like, hey, we're trying everything we can do to give ourselves the best chance to win every week. Put him in there. But this is tough shot for Bryce Young and his confidence. I hope he figures it out.
And they mortgaged the whole future just on him. Yeah. They traded DJ Moore. If there was anything that you could look to, it's hey, maybe get this guy some help. They traded the best weapon they could, and then they went into free agency and got offensive line, but they didn't have any first-round picks. Last year, or excuse me, this year because of that trade, and then they had to go back up and get Lee Gett at the end of the first round.
When you talk about him not having any of those elite traits as an athlete, the thing they talked about with the draft is he's a football savant. He's a genius. His brain is his biggest trait. And you watch him play, and part of it I think is that he might be snake bit a little bit, but a lot of times it looks like he doesn't know what he's doing out there, and he can't read what's going on from the defense. Yeah. And again, part of that might be that the team around him sucks, but he's certainly not doing himself any favors.
Second offensive system in 2 years for the guy. He's been benched after the second game in his second year.
That's tough.
They were calling him Steph Curry at one point in football.
They were.
Well, hey, it's all right. Good luck to everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
The Red Rockets back on the field, though. Let's get excited. Let's get excited for that. He's going to move some tickets. We all know it. This show continues on YouTube and ESPN Plus. We can't thank you enough. We'll be back tomorrow with Aaron Rodgers Tuesday. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice. Nailed it. I think I got it.
Well done.
Oh, yeah.
Well done.
I think I got it here.